Y'all, I must have been spitting facts because my phone straight overheated. You know what that means? That means that I was speaking facts. I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying to put this green screen on here. Oh, this is cute. I like this. Okay, my phone is cooling down, y'all. Cause I was over here I be getting over here talking to y'all like y'all my home girl. Okay, so basically what I was saying, go to my last video, cause my live cut off. So I think I'm gonna title it the same thing whenever it uploads. But basically what I was saying is the black community and the woman, and then how the woman is wealth, okay? How the woman multiplies whatever energy that is going on in a house, and that if you're a man pouring into your woman, is going to recreate that wealth because it is like a mirror. Women are like multiplication division. Wait, not division. They are the multiplication in the number, in the problem. You know what I mean? To get the solution. So basically, long story short is, you can't expect a woman to multiply what you have going on when she's exhausted and she's tired and she doesn't have enough time to pour into herself, and she doesn't know who she is as a woman. You know what I mean? If she has to tend to the kids, tend to the man, work, pay bills, and deal with the regular things that life just throws at you, she basically is slave to everybody else. You know what I mean? And that's my problem with our community. You know what I mean? We gotta fix that for real. And that's my problem with like the black church. Like, you know what I mean? The way that you treat, the way that the men treat the women, and the way that women treat themselves is going to help create that divine sparkle between the two. Cause think about it, if I'm at home, I got time. My man was out there working and stuff, and you know things happen or whatever. It ain't easy out here, but I had my space. My family allowed me to have my space to take care of my body and my baby. I had that. A lot of women in our community don't, and that's unfortunate. It shouldn't exist. You know what I mean? You're creating life. You know what I mean? That is more than a job, boo. That is life risking, and it's a beautiful thing, and it's what keeps all of it. It's magical, bro. You know, it's painful. It hurt. Like, it's a lot of things. So do not underestimate the role of the woman. That's your first mistake. So like after that time where I took to myself to heal, and y'all, I need to go eat, but after I took time to heal and like have time for myself, after getting through having the baby, that was like having my fire, that was my fire after I healed up and everything, like to really do my passions, like my yoga business, teaching people yoga, like hair, like talking online, just taking risks and investing into myself. All of that. You know what I mean? I have the time to do it. I have the protection to do it. Right now is the perfect time to do it, regardless of the circumstances and stuff that come up. So you can see how it's gonna be when I start making a lot of money because I have the time to do things from home. I have the luxury and the privilege to be able to do that and have a sane mind. You know what I mean? And take time and invest it in myself. I had the time. So you can see how that's gonna go. When he out there making the money and making sure that we have the essentials to live, the woman is gonna multiply that. And I'm telling y'all, like the community, black people, black women, listen up. We black women and black men need to stop fighting and stop doing each other wrong. And black men, stop doing black women wrong. Stop leaving your fucking kids. Stop leaving your woman to do everything herself, even if y'all not together. Stop being petty, because how we treat each other and how a man treats a woman is going to be a multiple effect of our generations to come. Women are wealth. Women are the most valuable thing in the planet Earth. And that is why we're the most abused, and we're also some of the most loved and loved people on this planet. Think about your mothers, about your grandmothers, think about your sisters. Think about the faith and the grace that a lot of women have. With as bad as things that have gotten, with all of this bullshit in this world today, we still have grace. Okay? Let's leave that there. But I want us to remember that, because I already know the money coming in. What the woman gonna do? She gonna make sure that she's straight. She gonna make sure that the baby's straight, and that she gonna make sure that you straight. That is gonna make a whole generational wealth. Period. And our ancestors knew that. That's been a lost knowledge, and that has been something that has not been taught. And it's been reversed. And that's one of my problems with religion. Saying things and people in religion saying things of what a woman's place is supposed to be. You know what I mean? And that that we fucking ruined the whole world, basically. That sin exists because of us. And I just think a lot of that shit is complete and utter bullshit. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. To get us to not step into our full power. Women are homemakers, but not every woman's way of being themselves and changing their world and their communities is rooted in cooking and cleaning either. So don't let people in religion put you in a box or tell you what you need to do, or tell you that your value is based off of somebody else. Another woman looking better than you, or a man. No, 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 no. You were born a woman. Remember that. You were born powerful. You're a black woman, boo. You're born a majestical creature, like seriously. So yeah. Um, all praises to the source, to the great mother and the great father that roams in us and outside of us and all around us and in our blood and in our culture. And thanks to our ancestors who have birthed us and gotten us here and protect us on the other side. So yeah, I just wanted to say that because that's what's been on my mind. I've seen it like throughout my life. I've seen like men that leave their families or they treat the woman wrong or abuse women or something. They literally lose their wealth. And it may seem like you got away with it, but you won't. Promise you. And it's gonna be an unpaid debt till you make that shit right. So do right by your woman, do right by your children, and you will be more than okay. That's the law. And if that's a problem, then be solo dolo until you're ready for that responsibility. Period. That's what we need to start teaching our men today. Okay? Not the opposite. Not fuck these bitches, like, hyping them up and making them think that they're a man because they get bitches and they got women and they fuck these bitches, fuck that bitch. Like, what is this? You know what I mean? What is this? This is disgusting. Okay, I get y'all sexual creatures. I'm not saying that's bad. But we have to really start raising the bar. And like, yeah, so like I've seen men who they did their woman wrong, and I'm telling you, for years, and their kids wrong, and for years they were never the same. They never reached wealth, and they were in and out of the same worst situations, or even jail, or just spiraling down a really bad lifestyle, even dying young. Like I'm telling you. So the way that you treat your family, the way that you treat your woman is going to be a multiple effect of you and how things turn out for you in an energetic way, this life and afterwards, honey. Take that seriously. You know what I mean? And I've seen the opposite. I've seen men that have like treated their woman like queens and not even being rich in material, but treating her like with respect and doing what he can. And their material gains, their spiritual knowledge, that multiplied and multiplied. So like yes, I've seen men make millions a year, and they're with a woman that is loyal to them, that loves them for who they are, and then they fuck it up because they start cheating or doing her wrong or disrespecting her or whatever. And literally the moment that she pulls her energy back, he is robbed of the energy that he was bonding on and leveling up with. You know what I mean? So let's do a little disclosure before I saw the Soundbowl Healing. I am not a therapist and I am not God. And I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. And I'm also not going to tell you that I'm right about everything and that I have everything figured out. I'm a flawed human being just like you. I'm also not comparing men and women. I'm not telling women that everything is about the man, and I'm not telling men that everything is about the woman. I'm not pitting us against each other. My intentions and this information is to bring each other together. For we are a love language. We are a divine union of people. And my intention and goal is to bring us back to our ancient ways and our ways of culture before all of this bullshit of it being robbed of us. Makes me think about African dance. The dancing, the women are the dancers most of the time. Not to say, this is not, don't overgeneralize what I'm saying. I hate when people do that. They take what you're saying and they run with it. You know what I mean? They may draw all these conclusions about, get out of the categories and the generalization and the all women are this and all women are that and he gotta do this, he gotta do that. Ain't nobody making up rules for you. You know what I mean? And nobody is telling you to not use your brain. Use your brain. Context is important. Okay? So you have to take from this information what you're going to take from it. So get out of the categories. You know what I mean? The animalistic way of thinking. And just see what I'm saying. But basically in African dance, it's a love language. A lot of the dancers are women and a lot of the drummers are men. And there's like dances like Yankadi, where the women are doing like feminine, slow body rolling dances. And it is a love language between the drummer and the dancers. That is how this divine love between the two is supposed to go. Man and woman is a love language. And the world, our world as black people, is going to be not okay if we don't start having each other's back and sticking together and respecting each other together. You know what I mean? That's how they keep us behind. Because how are we gonna fix the problem and defend against the people that are against us to get our culture back and our heritage back if we're fighting each other and we aren't even our own enemy? Makes no sense. And I'm pretty sure that this is the black man against the black woman is definitely some type of generational thing. And probably a lot of this stuff probably stems from slavery. I wouldn't be surprised. The way that we were breeded and hypersexualized as a people, and different laws and things that ripped our families, like Jim Crow days, for example, not being able to get a job because of certain things. The black man wasn't able to. A lot of men did, but it was hard, and for some men they didn't get to because of stupid stuff. You know what I mean? And that messed with the family dynamic. So then, while struggling, they present welfare and stuff to the woman. You know what I mean? But the man can't be in the home, so the woman is left with, well, what do? I need money. They're not. You know what I mean? It's a whole system. So the war against black men and black women is a divide and conquer tactic. Okay? And so we have to change that and heal this generational, very deep wound. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be like a movie. But keep that in your mind, okay? With that being said, I'm going to see if I can try to play it in my lap. I hope it sounds the same. do wonder how they make these. I don't know why that song is popping in my head. It's like, tell me something I need to know. Ooh, 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 love me, love me, love me. Ooh, take me, take me, take me. Thank y'all for coming.